Now, live from Palin Music Studios in Springfield, Missouri, it's Wake Up with Greg. Here's your host, Greg.
Hey, good morning, friends, and welcome to Wake Up with Greg. I am your host, Greg Rosander with Palin Music Center. It's a beautiful Monday morning. Sun is shining, a few clouds in the sky, got some rain last night. So it's a great way to start the day. Super excited to be here with you this morning. Welcome to the show, and let's have some fun, shall we? For those of you new to the show, I am Greg with Palin Music Center, and we are here every weekday morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, to share the internet's coolest instruments with you. And today I have a trio of Bach trumpets to share with you. Everyone a little bit different. So that'll be interesting to show you those differences, so stay tuned for that. And these are instruments that are available for you to purchase on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving us a call at 417-882-7006 or checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com. Got lots of great deals on all of those sites, so please check them out, and let's get you some new trumpets today, because I think that would be amazing. In addition to the cool instruments, we just have some fun. I like to talk about music, and it can be talking about art or films or literature or the weather or gardening, relationship advice. I don't know. Whatever, just comes through my crazy little head in the morning. Stuff about me, things I think you might be interested in, that I'm interested in. So, so that's who we are. That's what we do. We're going to have some fun with it. We have the live stream chat going on this morning, and that's the best way to have fun with you guys. You can leave your comments. You can ask your questions. I can respond to those comments and questions, give you a shout out. Let me know where you're watching from in the world. We are here in Springfield, Missouri, right in the heart of the USA. But we've got viewers from all over the world. So I'd love to know where you're at, and I'd love to say hi to you. So come on in and join the chat. Please ask, just be polite, be appropriate, be clean and nice. This is a public and family-oriented show, so don't bog us down with any inappropriate things, okay? Because we want to have some fun. So that's that. Go ahead and hit the like button, the subscribe button. We finally made it into the 1500s just before the end of the day on Friday, so thank you so much. I'm so excited for that. We're just cruising right along. You could probably hear, I'm not breathing really well today. Allergies are kicking my butt again. Yard work just kind of took it out of me. So I apologize if I sound stuffy today. So all the little sniffling. I'm not sick. I just, allergies. I hate them. Anyway, so we got 1,500 subscribers. Keep that going. Hit the like, hit the subscribe, hit the share button. Share this with all your friends and family, and so on and so on and so on. So that's all the stuff we've got going on. We might as well just get this party started and say a fine good morning to Jordan. Good morning, Jordan.
Good morning.
How was your wedding this weekend?
It was good, a lot of fun. It's weird seeing people you grew up with get married.
I know. And it gets weirder and weirder the older you get, because then you get the young kids, like the nieces and nephews and all that kind of stuff.
Oh, yeah,
It's like my niece getting married in October.
Yeah.
It's just, man, time flies. It is crazy. But were you your best man? No, you were just a groomsman, right?
Just a groomsman.
Just a groomsman. But they're important too, right?
Yeah.
You got to stand up for your people.
Yeah.
Kansas City, right?
Yep,
Yeah.
Kansas City.
Awesome. Well, we did some fun antiquing. My wife and I had just a beautiful Saturday hanging out, just the two of us. Me and my bestie hanging out, doing some antiquing and having lunch. And
Did you get anything good?
she found a lot of stuff, which she always does. Couple of pottery pieces that we collect, and she found a really nice antique rocking chair, like a solid wood rocking chair for her classroom.
Oh, nice.
And man, it was like super affordable too. So really cool. Yeah, so got some sweet deals there. And then yesterday, yard work, and did some grilling last night with made some barbecue ribs and some corn on the cob, dragon's breath corn on the cob. Fun stuff there. So, all right. What lemon ginger tea do you drink, Jordan? You don't have your tea today, do you?
No, I actually brought coffee today.
Jordan's
It's
back
over
on the
there.
coffee. All right.
But we do still have the tea, so I will be drinking it. What is it? I think it's that brand, most common brand. Is it Yogi?
Could be.
You,
I don't know.
yeah,
I don't
you
know my
know.
teas.
I think it's
Twinings
called a
is the
Yogi.
brand I know.
I don't know. It's like the main brand in Target and Walmart or whatever. But yeah,
Sounds good.
there you go.
Well, there you go. All right, so who's here today? Mom's here. John Gage is here. Rimuru Mayhem. I like your shirt, bro. Thank you. Yeah, so that's who's here so far this morning. So I guess speaking of the shirt and watch, Jordan usually tells us to do this, but since you mentioned it and I mentioned it, we're just going to go ahead and do it.
Go ahead.
So we got the shirt here. This is a Daniel Cremieux shirt, one of my favorites. Like I said, favorite designer. To see the detail on this, you got to get up close to it because it's just crazy paisley all over the place. So yeah, I love it. One of my favorites. And then the watch. Hey, Peyton is here, brother Peyton. Good morning. Got my peppermint tea. Nice. I got my Hawaiian coffee, which is what I'll probably always have unless I switch to tea and do something different. My watch. Here we go. Haven't worn this one in a while. This is my Timex Marlin. It's a mechanical watch, so you got to wind it up. Vintage green dial on there. Pretty cool. The gold case and the leather strap. There you go. For all you watch fans out there, I'm in the market for a new watch. Why? I don't know. I got a million of them already, but I got some birthday money burning a hole in my pocket from my dad. So maybe some shirts, maybe a watch. Stay tuned. We'll see what do we get. All right, so that's the shirt, that's the watch, that's the game. Let's play Bach Trumpet Day. Woo! All right, so we'll get my fancy gloves on here. Don't want to get things fingerprinty. Man, did a workout this morning.
Oh, nice. What'd you do?
Well, we got some more weights, some heavier weights.
Oh, just dumbbells? Or?
Dumbbells, yeah. So did arms mostly today, arms and abs and core. And but man, when you jump up, even just like a little 3-pound jump is quite a significant jump.
Oh, I bet,
yeah. I'm pumped today.
Cool.
All right.
You got a good pump in this morning.
Good pump this morning. One of these days you'll get to see these guns. Get so excited. All right, so what have we here, folks? We got ourselves a Bach Stradivarius professional trumpet. This is the 180S43. All right, so very traditional. This is their one-piece valve cluster with the 43 bell, 25 lead pipe. Something's rattling. Oh, it's the little slide lock screws there. Let me tighten that down so that doesn't make that noise. There we go. There we go. All right. So features on this, one-piece hand-hammered yellow brass bell. The most common of the Bach Stradivarius models is the 180S37. I mean, we probably sell that one 3-to-1 to any of the others, maybe 4-to-1, maybe even more than that, I don't know. But it seems to be just kind of the go-to standard, universal, every man's horn. It can play anything from, jazz to classical and everything in between. The difference between the 180S37 and the 180S43 is in the bell. The 43 bell gives a little bit different taper and flare, which gives you a little bit different feel, aural feel, and then a sonic difference with gets the resonance projection is a little bit different. A bit more control on the 43 from what I understand. I'm not a brass player, so you trumpet players out there can correct me. But yeah, I mean, this is just a solid professional horn, all yellow brass, silver plated, bright silver plating, of course. Got the mother of pearl key touches on the finger buttons. First slide thumb hook, third slide finger ring with the slide lock, adjustable slide lock, so you can position that, however long you want that throw to be on that third slide. Double braced tuning slide there with the traditional what they call the kind of D-shape tuning slide there. That's pretty much all the news that's fit to print on that guy. So we've got a standard water key on the tuning slide, no water key on the third. We've got the hexagonal mouthpiece receiver, traditional Bach styling on there. So there is the Bach 180S43 professional trumpet Stradivarius series. Ready to go home to you today. You can check this out on the website at palinmusic.com or by giving me a call at 417-882-7006 or checking out our Reverb page at reverb.com. I fear the last person to look at this left it a little fingerprinty for me, so I apologize for that. But we'll make sure that it's nice and pretty when it goes out to you. I think this is a 4 7/8 inch bell, maybe 4.5 inch, 4 5/8. I'd have to double check the measurements on that. But there you go. That's trumpet number 1, the Bach Stradivarius 180 S43. So check that out. All of these Bach trumpets come in this very traditional wood shell case. Nice brown faux leather with the kind of alligator skin leather appointments on the end with the brass hardware, and then the very elegant blue interior with the Bach logo there. So lots of storage for mutes and cleaning supplies and all kinds of extra stuff in there. So there you go. That's horn number 1 for the day. We'll set that aside and pick up horn number 2.
All right. Do you have some music to recommend for us?
I do have some music to recommend today. This is not a typical piece that I would you would expect from me, but maybe it would. I don't know. It was a feeling I had this morning just driving into work. It was calm. You know, the sun was kind of peeking through the clouds, and it was a song that just kind of came to me. And one of my favorites, my wife introduced me to this artist years ago. And so I'm just going to share him with you today. The gentleman's name is Conor Garvey. The song is called Mountain Song. Pretty simple name, but the song is all about, you know, why do you climb? Why do you climb the mountains? You know, the mountains are there, you climb them, whatever your mountain may be. It may be a literal mountain, it may be a figurative mountain, but whatever it is. You know, what it takes to climb that mountain, what you feel like after you've climbed it, you know. But it's just really peaceful acoustic song. He's got a really nice, maybe sweet's not the word, but just a comforting tone to his voice. This album came out in 2011. I don't think, honestly, he's a very well-known artist based on his followers on Spotify. I mean, he's got, you know, like 1,100 monthly listeners, which, I mean, I don't have that much, so, I mean, I'd love to have that many monthly listeners. But I just found out, just by reading his bio this morning, that he's from Portland, Maine, and we were in Portland, Maine just a few weeks ago. Well, a month ago now, probably. I had no idea. I probably would have tried to look him up and find out where he was playing out there. But you're going to love this song, guys. You really will. It's just so peaceful and calm and promising, and man, it's just lovely. Conor Garvey is the artist. You need to check him out. The song is Mountain Song. The album it comes from is called Where Ocean Meets Land. So, yeah, it seems like a typical album title for somebody from Portland, Maine. Anyway, I don't know. But really beautiful. So I'm adding this to the Wake Up with Greg playlist. Oops, I hit the wrong button. Add to playlist, that's what I want to do, right there. Wake Up with Greg. The Wake Up with Greg playlist is on Spotify for those of you who have Spotify. Even if you don't, you can still listen to it. You just have ads and whatnot, but has all of the songs we've recommended on this show for the past 100 and coming up on 120 episodes already. Man, we are flying, having a great time. All right. So that's the song for the day. Conor Garvey, Mountain Song. Check it out.
Want to do this next one? Mm-hmm. Let's do it.
I do want to show you this next horn. All right. Bach Stradivarius trumpet number 2. This one is a little different. Not really a whole lot different than the other one, but I'll tell you what those differences are. So this is, by the way, that last horn was a 459 medium large bore, if that matters to you. Come on out, you can do it. All right. Oh my gosh, it looks identical to the last one. Why is that, Greg? Well, let me tell you, it's because these Bach Stradivarius trumpets, they're all made in the same place by the same folks, and you know, they just like to keep things looking the same. There's the logo on the bell there. Not a lot of fancy engraving, but what do we have here? We have an LT 180 S37. So what's the difference between this one and the previous one? Because cosmetically they look almost identical. Got the same mother of pearl key touches, the same one-piece valve casing. And the 180 series, by the way, that designates the valve casing, the valve block, which is a one-piece brass valve block. The 190 series, which I've got one coming up here next, is a two-piece valve casing, which was more of the way they did it traditionally in the early days of the Bach trumpets. So more of a vintage feel there. So, but what do we have here? So the LT stands for lightweight. So we've got a lighter gauge brass on this, so it's a lighter weight horn. So it's going to be a lot more vibrant sounding. We've got the traditional 37 taper bell, one-piece yellow brass, and then the number 25 lead pipe on there. So spec-wise, other than that, almost identical to the previous model I showed you, just with a lighter weight gauge brass. So it's a lighter weight horn, is going to give you a bit more punch, a bit more edge, and it's going to be easier to hang on to because it's a little bit lighter weight. So you've got the third slide lock, first thumb hook, third slide ring, dual brace tuning slide, D-shaped slide, one water key. It's all there, folks. That is the Bach LT 180S37, live on the website right now at palinmusic.com. My Mickey Mouse gloves, Devin. There we go. Yes, hello, I'm Mickey Mouse. Yep, I wear these, just because I don't want to get all the fingerprints all over these deals. And hey, if you buy a horn from me, I'll send you an autographed pair of Mickey Mouse gloves. So, not autographed by Mickey Mouse, of course, autographed by me, because, I'm just as cool as Mickey, if not more, right? So, all right. So, I think that's all I can tell you about this horn. That's the Bach LT 180S37, live on the website right now, palinmusic.com. Give me a call, 417-882-7006. Devin, where are you watching from, my friend? Are you out there, where in internet land are you? We're here in Springfield, Missouri. Would love to know where you are. There we go. Bach LT 180S37 Stradivarius. You know what? I've not really done research into why they call these the Stradivarius, and it's probably simply to designate that these are the quintessential horn, like the Stradivarius violin, the most well-known and rarest and most expensive violin. Minnesota. All right. I got family up in Minnesota. My mom was born up there. Minneapolis folks, Twin Cities, up in there. Is that where you're at, Devin? I do love the land of 1,000 lakes. Isn't that what Minnesota's called? I think, something like that. I don't know. Beautiful country up there, folks. If you can get up to Minnesota, do it. Of course, the legendary home of the late, great Prince. Yeah, in fact, didn't the governor, Tim Walz, right? He's from Minnesota, the new VP candidate. But we don't talk politics on the show, so that's all I'm going to say about that. But yeah, cool.
I've been to Duluth.
Duluth.
It's really cool.
Yeah, all right.
Yeah.
Duluth, Minnesota.
That's about all I've been in Minnesota. But
well, I haven't explored a lot of Minnesota, but I have been to the Twin Cities. So, and like I said, my mom was born in Minneapolis there, so got a lot of ties to the ancient Minnesotans. Is that how you say it? Anyway, all right. What's next, Jordan?
Can you show us something cool?
All right, show you something cool. The something cool segment of this show is really a challenge, and I'll tell you why. Because there's so many cool things out there to talk about, and I just need to sit down and like plan out the entire week of shows, so that I'm not struggling at 7:30 in the morning trying to find what am I going to talk about today. Well, I haven't talked about any films in a while, so I figured I would break out a film. We watched this movie last night, and usually when I talk about movies, it's because they've got a great score or a great soundtrack. And this one's no exception. This has got a great soundtrack. The movie, I'm just going to show it up here, P.S. I Love You. Yeah, it's a rom-com, and nothing wrong with that, gentlemen. Get in there and watch your rom-coms with your ladies, because there's a lot of great content in these movies. This particular one deals with some tough issues. They've always got to throw a dramatic element into into a romantic comedy, but so it deals with death and grief and some things like that, but in a humorous way, but a respectful way. I mean, not making fun of it by any stretch of the imagination, but the cast in this film, by the way, Hilary Swank, 2-time Academy Award winner, Gerard Butler, Lisa Kudrow of Friends fame, Phoebe Buffay from Friends, the legendary Harry Connick Jr., one of my favorite artists of all time, Gina Gershon, been in a lot of great films, Jeffrey Dean Morgan from the Walking Dead, Walking Dead, the zombie show. I didn't watch it, but he's a pretty mean dude on there apparently. And then of course the icon herself, Kathy Bates. So what's great, besides just the story of the film and the acting and whatnot, the music is fantastic. Pretty much kind of an Irish theme to it. So you've got artists on here like Flogging Molly and the Pogues and several other Irish artists. And but the music is just fantastic. It's a lot of fun, a lot of energy. I don't know what else I can tell you about it. It's a great film. So you need to watch it. I'm a sap, guys. And when I say that, I mean I'm a weeper. I cry at movies. I can cry at war movies. I can cry at comedies. You name it. It's probably just going to happen. So maybe that's something you wanted to know or didn't want to know about me. But I'm just being transparent and honest with you that I get choked up at movies sometimes, and this one's no exception. A lot of tear-jerker moments in this film, but so much fun. Great time with your lady or your significant other, men, women, whatever. I don't know what I'm saying there, but anyway, your significant other. We're just going to put it there. Okay, that's it. Good. P.S. I love you. And P.S. I love you guys too. Check out this film. It's a whole lot of fun. I highly recommend it. And the music is great. The composer, who's the composer on here? I can't remember. See if I can find it. John Powell. Yeah, really nice. A lot of kind of acoustic, maybe some Irish themes in it, whatnot. The scenery in this is beautiful. They go to Ireland. A lot of great music. JS, am I late? No, you're not late. You're here just in time to enjoy part 3 of the show. We may do like 6 parts to this show. I don't know. This is how I'm feeling on a Monday. All right, so what have we talked about so far? We've talked about the Bach 180S43. We've talked about the Bach LT 180S37. We've talked about the music by Connor Garvey, the Mountain Song. And we've talked about the film P.S. I Love You. And we've talked about my shirt and my watch and Jordan's weekend and my weekend. So what's left? We got... Go ahead, Jordan.
You want me to say it?
Go ahead.
One more horn.
One more horn. JS, what instruments are there? We're talking trumpets today, my friend. We are talking trumpets. And this third and final piece of the day is the Bach Artisan Series. This is a C190 SL229. A lot of numbers and letters in there. But what does that mean is we've got an Artist Series C trumpet. The previous 2 horns were B-flat trumpets. I'm already getting jammed up here. And this is a C trumpet. So great symphonic horn, great for solo or chamber work as well. So what do we have? I got snagged on something there. All right, details on this. 462 large bore. The previous 2 horns were both 459 medium bores. So this is a large bore horn. This has a number 25M lead pipe and a number 229 yellow brass bell. And all of these bells are hand-hammered, one-piece yellow brass. And you can get a variety of options on these with gold brass or rose brass bells. You can get them in different plated finishes, so on and so on. But this has all the other stuff that you want. This has the 190 series 2-piece valve casing. So you can't really tell by looking at it that it's 2-piece because they look very similar. But where they're joined in the center here is the 2-piece. And I think the upper section is nickel silver. The bottom section is brass, if I'm not mistaken. And then, of course, with the bright silver plating, that hides all of that underneath. So this is a C trumpet, keyed in C. I think that's a 4.5, 4 7/8 inch diameter bell, one piece, mother of pearl key touches on that, third valve slide lock, single water key on there. So this is the C190 SL229. There's the logo there, the Artisan Series, Bach Stradivarius, C trumpet. So if you're doing any kind of symphonic work, if you're doing any kind of chamber work, solo work and whatnot, this is the C trumpet for you. Probably the #1 selling C trumpet on the market, honestly. Fantastic piece. You should check it out on our website at palinmusic.com or by giving us a call at 417-882-7006 or by giving me a call at 417, I already said that. Or check out our Reverb page. I'm losing my mind, guys. It's Monday. My brain hasn't engaged yet. All right. That's it. That's the last horn. Any questions, comments, thoughts, concerns, wishes, dreams, hopes, tell me all your trials and tribulations. All right. So there you go. That's the C trumpet, Artisan Series from Bach. Check it out right now. I'd love to send a new home to you. Oh, good. I don't know who said oh, good. Was that Peyton saying oh, good?
No, I think the person's name is O, and they just said good.
Okay. Well, welcome to the show, O. All right. That was piece number 3. What do we got left for this fine Monday morning, Jordan?
Well, it's Monday, and on Mondays, we need some wisdom. So can you give us some?
You do. We need wisdom, and I can give you some. And this is really a bit more maybe poetic than it is like actual deep thoughts by Jack Handey kind of thing. But this comes to us from a gentleman by the name of Thomas Carlyle. He's a Scottish essayist, historian, and philosopher from the Scottish Lowlands. A leading writer of the Victorian era, he exerted a profound influence on 19th century art, literature, and philosophy. Thomas Carlyle. Here's what he says about music. If you look deep enough, you will see music. The heart of nature being everywhere music. If you look deep enough, you will see music. The heart of nature being everywhere music. I mean, it is so true. You can see the music in the beauty of nature. You can hear it, of course, but you can also see it. I mean, everything is a symphony. It all just, yeah. I don't know how to expand upon that. I don't know if my coffee's not working this morning or what, but my brain is struggling today, guys. Maybe it's because I can't breathe. I'm not getting enough oxygen into my head. Something like that. That could be it. But anyway, that's the quote for the day. The inspirational quote, if you look deep enough, you will see music. The heart of nature being everywhere music. All right. Well, we've come to the end of our show, folks. We have shown some trumpets. We've shared some laughs. We've talked about music. It's what we do on this show. And I'm happy you're here and having fun with me. Thank you all for the enjoyable chat this morning. I'll be back here tomorrow morning, 8:30 a.m. Central, right here on our Palin Music Band and Orchestra YouTube channel. Like, comment, subscribe, share, and blue bell, all of it. Blue bell? Hit that blue bell icon so you can find out all about. I'm done. My mouth and brain are not working. Let me leave you with this thought, guys. Helping people make meaningful music is what we do. And when you're ready, I'm here for you too. Thanks for watching. We'll see you tomorrow. Bye-bye.